Hello, my beautifuls. Welcome back to the Glowing Globe. We are back again for another video, another Jordandelphia special, dude. But anyways, dude, gotta get another one out before I got serious. So I'm gonna expand a little bit more on the last video I uploaded here, because it brings me back to the book of Job. If you read the book of Job, it's about a man who's very blessed by God, blessed with a beautiful family, blessed with beautiful land, blessed with animals, had all the food he needed. He was very blessed, friends, everything. And when Satan approached God and said, well, I bet if you allowed Job to experience some destruction on his blessings, you know, then he'd lose faith in you. And God was like, all right, let's see if you're right about that. So God allows these things to happen. His sons pass away, his family passes away, his land burns down, he gets all kinds of diseases, and it is raining heavily right now, so I'm gonna have to talk pretty loud for y'all to hear me. The enemy does not want this to happen. But anyways, everything was taken from Job. Everything. And that takes you back to God. The core, the root of life here is God. All these extra things, the extra money, fancy cars, fancy clothes, fancy shoes, fancy food, whatever it might be, with all this extra stuff, it's a blessing for sure, and it's between you and God. There's nothing inherently wrong with it, but you gotta have that core root connection to God despite everything. Let go of everything around you. You don't need this, you don't need the best this, you don't need more of this, more of that, more food, more security, more money, bigger house. You don't need none of that. Because what it can do is it can lead you away from God into your own greed, into your own ego. So it's like you're creating something and you're relying on that, and you think that your blessings that you're experiencing is more the focus than God. We don't worship God. We don't serve God for his blessings. We serve him for his presence in our life to transform us into light. Like, I just want to lay everything down and just be a vessel of light for God. So when I broke my ankle, this is God taking something. It's like a Job. Read the book of Job. It's like the book of Job. Something was taken away from me. Something that I had become pretty decent at. Something that I'm proud of. Something I was creating a brand out of. Something I was making YouTube videos of. Something I was making friends out of. Something I was making fans. All kinds of stuff. Like, something that I loved, but something that started to maybe take control of me. Something that maybe started to become something that it wasn't supposed to be. And, you know, God has a way of taking things away, and me breaking my ankle may be the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Maybe could have been the best thing for me right now. I'm blessed. I love God to death. He's protecting me. He's protecting every one of us, and I'm grateful for that. So when God takes something away, when something's taken away, or even if he doesn't take something away, you can remove yourself from a current situation. I could have very easily quit skating on my own. Not necessarily quit or taken a step back. Now, there's nothing wrong with skateboarding. There's nothing wrong with being good at something. There's nothing wrong with being an athlete. There's nothing wrong with being dedicated towards it. But if your mindset's not in the right place, then it can be dangerous. If it becomes a priority over God, it can be dangerous. And it is dangerous, because then what are you building that on? Nothing. You see, I don't have a complete form of myself in my mind. I don't look in the mirror and think this is what I am. I don't think of myself as any sort of way, because then I'm either creating something of an ideal of myself in my mind. I'm either boosting it too much and not living up to that, or I am, you know, there's no way of really you can't think your way through life. You can't think of yourself a certain way and portray yourself a certain way. That's why a lot of artists experience a lot of pain. You just gotta be and keep being and allow God to work on you and listen to the Lord and listen to His correction, listen to His divine correction, and don't question it. You know, don't question it. Allow Him to work on you. Allow Him to do work in your life, and you know it's okay to not have an understanding of who you are. That gives you a chance to grow. That gives you a chance to be a vessel. That gives you a chance to be light. Just be good towards people. You never know who might need a smile. You never know who might need is someone, you know? Like, teaching is, I feel like, is the purest form of existence. Leadership, some of the purest form of existence, because it's like it's no longer about me anymore. It's about me helping someone else. It's about me lending a hand. It's about me being able to step up where I'm needed in other people's lives. And God will do that for you. None of it comes with a whole lot of stress. None of it comes with a whole lot of anxiety or worry. There's no worry. Worry not. It says do not worry in the Bible. 365 times, I believe, it says do not worry. You know what that means? 365 days in a year. Do not worry. One of them. Because what are you worried for? It's a blessing. Life is a blessing. This rain, it's a blessing. It's like a fresh start. You know, realize you have a fresh start each and every moment to be redefined, to be refocused, to be like, you know what, I want to go pick up a violin and learn how to play it, but I've never even touched one before in my life. Have that kind of spontaneous mind. Have the kind of spontaneous mind where it's like, okay, I'm going to go home and start learning how to speak in Chinese just because that's what I'm feeling like. Or I'm going to go home and because we got YouTube now. We got a whole lot of resources out there to help us learn, help us grow, help us to become anything that we feel directed to become. You know, you can go home and be like, if you have the money to do so, you can go home and be like, I want to make strawberry shortcake brownies with maple icing and Snickers chunks on it, and go give it out to some random person in Dollar General just because why not? Why not be random? Why not do something? You know, you can do the most random. You don't have to be mundane. You don't have to go back and watch your shows. I get you love your shows. I get that. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm not saying there is, but sometimes, you know, I want to challenge you if you watch this video. Sometimes take a step out of faith and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go do something new. I'm gonna go try to learn something new. I'm gonna go. I think that I'm terrible at drawing, but I'm gonna go draw. I'm gonna go put a pencil on a piece of paper and see what it does. I never thought I was good at drawing, but once I got into it as a stream of consciousness, people would come up to me saying, "You're amazing at drawing. You're such a gifted artist. How much are you selling that for? Do you do tattoos? What is that? How?" You know, they'll say that, and I'm like, man, I'm just in the moment drawing lines and coloring in like shapes. Nothing special. Or like dancing. I'll hear like a funky song. I'll just start moving my body to it, grooving, and people are like, man, you're a good dancer. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what I don't know what a good dancer is. I'm just moving my body to the music. It's just kind of like, don't care what no one else thinks. Life is only lived one time, and one time only. And once you die, you cannot come back to this earth. Our bodies will die. Our spirits will live on forever if we believe in Jesus and believe that He saved us. There's power in our belief of the truth. The truth is there, and the truth works, and God works when we have faith and we believe in Him. The word does not return void. When you speak the word, and you speak truth, and you speak every disease, Psalms 106, I think, every disease shall be cured. Every single disease of the mind, of the body, shall be cured. Because guess what? God is the God who heals. God is the God who leaves the 99 sheep to find the one lost sheep. He's the one who reaches out and says, you, my child, you are here. You are mine, and I love you. I love you so much, I'll die on a cross for you. Just so your sins can be covered. Just so you can live with me. Just so I can do work through you. Just so that you can live in my glory and worship me. And God is so good. He answers prayers. He answers. I'm serious. I am so serious right now. He answers prayers. He answers prayers. I'll say it time and time again. He answers. He answers. He answers. He answers. Just call. Don't hang it up. Do not hang up that call, because that's dangerous. Call on the Lord and say, Lord, I need you right now. And He delivers. God is so good. I love you guys. I wanted to post a little update video because I'm driving. I'm on the way to Bloomington now to see a friend to pick up some shirts for the brand I'm creating. And there's a lot of good things going on right now in my life. It might seem like it's not. The enemy might be trying to discourage me. My foot's broken. I can't work right now. I gotta get workers' compensation. But guess what? That gives me time to pursue my purpose. That gives me time to dive into the Word, to understand the Lord more and more, understand who I am more and more and more, do more work that I know I should be doing. No longer wasting my time, no longer wasting my life. I love skateboarding to death. There's nothing wrong with skateboarding. I'm not saying there is. If you skate, keep skating. But make sure it's of God first. God might take some things away. Everything is alright in moderation. I'm saying things that are not inherently a sin. It's not like, well, I'm going to go have casual sex moderately and it be okay. No, that's not what I'm saying at all, my love. That is not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying here now is, you skate, don't make it an obsession. If you draw, don't make it an obsession. If you watch Netflix, don't make it an obsession. Have a balance. Have time for yourself. Have time to think. Have time to meditate. Have time to read. Invest in your future. But I love you guys. I wanted to make this update video. And I'll see you guys on the flip side.